Frack on. Welcome to the Frack the Canon. I am joined in my fortress of solitude by some pretty cool leaguers. I call them frackers. Ken Bone, Kenny J. How you doing?
Wonder Twin Powers activate.
I
Form of the
forgot about
cool
that.
thing.
That is a thing. Yes, that would count. Tyler Weiss, how you doing, sir?
Happy to be here.
I
Mhm.
thank you for joining me. So we're going to react to the new Superman trailer by James Gunn. All right, we are hitting play in three, two, one, play.
Looking like Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
I've
he
been thinking that a
beat
lot.
me
I've
to
been
it.
thinking that a lot lately. On
First, I thought
I did not think that at all. So I thought, like, but who was trying to take him down?
Cyberman.
He can bleed.
Director of the Gun guys. Yeah, they use the Marvel Studios for the
It's
trailer.
this version of the theme sounds so Top Gun-esque.
It does. It
Yeah.
does.
This electric guitar.
Yeah.
Crypto,
Oh,
Poor Crypto.
good
home,
boy.
take
What a
me
good
home.
boy.
Superman.
Alrighty, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I saw this trailer, I teared up. There was something about the trailer that made me go like, "Why? This is different." And I don't know. I got emotional. Like there was something about it, just something. I'm like, people are saying they gave them hope. I'm like, just in general. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's what it is. But there's something special about this. For me, I'm like, I'm a Marvel guy. You all know this, but Superman is the first superhero, and I'm like, there's something special about this trailer. I'm like, this might be one of the best movies ever. Your thought?
This trailer vastly exceeded my expectations. Because although I love James Gunn as a filmmaker, I love what he did with Guardians and all that. I was disappointed with his other, like the Suicide Squad. It was a little out,
A
but
little too much.
a little too much. Right. But this, I don't know. He like the feeling when you see Superman, and then I personally feel like Zack Snyder was like the worst director ever to choose to do
Yeah,
Superman.
I agree with
So
that.
so like this is like so refreshing to me to see Superman with the right level of saturation.
So, my take on Superman has always been, why am I going to root for the guy who can never lose? He can't die. His one hang up is a space rock that apparently anybody can buy off of eBay. Um, and and so like that's cool, but I watched this trailer and I go, for the first time, Superman feels kind of human. Um,
Yes,
he's
yes, dude. That is the word.
bleeding.
Yes.
He's bleeding. Like he asks his dog to get him home. Like he chooses Lois Lane over to go fight a giant monster battle that's happening outside the window. Like it truly feels like maybe he is human for the first time. And James Gunn does a pretty good job of making characters enjoyable. I know the Suicide Squad was always going to be a cluster of what it was, but Peacemaker, I mean, a lot of that was John Cena doing the heavy lifting, but Peacemaker was amazing.
That's funny because like again, like I think I went back and I was thinking about this. I was talking to CJ or someone, maybe probably CJ, but I was like, dude, I remember now I think about it, my first superhero was Superman. It was the old Max Fletcher cartoons, the
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
I'm like, that was my first introduction to superheroes. So I'm like, Superman is my first superhero. But like I said, I'm a Marvel dude. But this one, like, I'm like, brought the little kid in me again. Like, there it is. There is Superman for the first time in a long time.
Superman's also the ultimate immigrant, right?
It's that too. Yes, like
it's space alien that became American, essentially.
It's also the Moses story. Like the parents send their son down, their son from the dying town, from the dying people, down the river to another planet, where he becomes their savior. So I'm like, this is. I was like, it didn't come from me. I stole it from a documentary like superheroes something. So that's not. I didn't make it up. I'm like, oh, I didn't think about it like that.
I was really impressed for a second, Renee.
I heard that. I'm like, well, I'm gonna give credit to it.
I never thought of that.
I didn't come up with it. But I'm like, okay, I never like that's kind of cool. I'm gonna borrow it. I don't know who said it. It wasn't me. But it's that story. But I'm like, okay, the ultimate immigrant, the whole that. I'm like, but no, this one feels different. This one feels special. And then like, dude, I teared up. The fact that they're playing the John Williams score on a guitar. I'm like, oh my god, because I was listening to it. I'm like, why does this sound familiar? I'm like, I know what this is, but what is it? And it didn't click to my fourth thing. Oh, this is the freaking John Williams thing on a guitar, a la Slash almost.
Yeah, it was very 80s electric.
Yeah.
With the Top Gun thing, like
it sounds so Top Gun, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It does. I did, yeah. Other thing that I thought were pretty cool. I mean, we see Guy Gardner. The fact we see Hawk Girl, I'm like, my first introduction to Hawk Girl was in the Justice League cartoon. The fact that she's Hispanic, I'm like, that is so cool. Like the fact that they're kind of respecting what they did in Justice League I'm like, oh my, dude, I can't wait for that. Mr. Terrific, there's that. And then that thing he's fighting.
Metamorpho.
He's in it too. Metamorpho's in it. There was that shot of him that close above his face.
Yeah, but that giant like dragon thing, I don't know what that is.
What else? But there's that shot also of Nicholas Hoult like tearing up. I'm like, dude, what? Like, I don't think I've ever seen Lex Luthor cry except for Smallville. And I'm like, this. So I'm really, really, really excited for that. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be fun. I really want to see this movie. I'm surprised how much I want to see this movie. Yep. Anything else?
I'm excited for it. I think it has plenty of opportunity. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I don't know that I'll go out to theaters to see it. But I like that they're establishing that this is a world of heroes that already exist in a way that doesn't, I don't know. I don't think pander's the right word, but like you see Hawk Girl, you see Guy Gardner, and it feels like those characters are supposed to be here. Like,
yeah, they're supposed to matter.
You're not waiting for the end credit scene where they show you a Martian Manhunter. Like they're just getting into it, and it feels like it matters.
You think you're the only superhero on the planet? The Justice League Initiative. This looks Like it reminds me of the Richard Donner one, and the Richard Donner one it's like my favorite one. But just looking at the trailer, I'm like, this might be my new favorite Superman movie. We'll see. But yeah, I it made me feel like a kid again. It made me tear up. There's that kid with holding up the flag with Superman's logo, House of L logo actually. Like Superman, I'm like, dude, like what is happening there? What is going on? That moved me. That got to me. That made me tear up. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it. I liked it a lot, this trailer. Yeah, and those are my final comments.
Well, comments from me. I again echo everything you guys were saying. Just like one more thing. I what I like about it is it feels full. Like it's not just again gonna talk bad about Zack Snyder. Like I think Man of Steel is kind of overrated because it's actually slow in the first like 45 minutes or whatever, and this does not look like that's going to be the case. So thumbs up for me.
Um, I hated that universe. I don't think he's a good filmmaker. I've said it before. Like I don't want to bash anyone, but I don't think I've ever enjoyed any one of his movies.
I'll bash him. I agree.
Yeah,
He's
I'll bash
overrated.
him.
He's overrated.
300 was the last good thing he did.
But that wasn't
Yeah.
even his, dude. Like he just took
No,
the
it wasn't.
comic book and
Exactly.
Same thing with
Exactly.
Watchmen. So I'm like, dude,
Sucker Punch is unwatchable.
dude, I saw that in theaters, and I'm like, dude. So.
Fell asleep during Watchmen.
Well, thank you for joining me, my friends, my fellow fracking leaguers. We will see you same fracking time, same fracking channel. Frack off.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.